But I think if you don't have a preamp, that's as close as you can get.
Shut me down for the 27th time tonight.
Hey guys, welcome to the studio. It's a Sunday, so no one is here. It's silent, just me, the music. It's still a little chaotic. The entire studio is under construction, but the B studio is really close to being completed. With a little bit of luck tomorrow, but today I want to focus fully on making music. As you know, the past couple of days I did a recording session with Frankie, a singer-songwriter from Berlin. She's really energetic, funny, and really a good singer and songwriter. So today I wanted to work on the vocals for the first time. And there's like one thing still missing in my studio, and that is actually a preamp. So actually the perfect timing to try out a plugin that tries to achieve a preamp kind of sound and compare how close it actually can get. And if it's something that is worth it, because as you know, a preamp, usually a good one is like €1,000 and up. The plugin is actually a plugin suite by Arturia and is called something like 3 preamps you will actually use. They also have another one with 3 filters that you will actually use that I can really recommend if you're looking for fancy filters that just open up and close sounds and where you can automate how they behave. Very interesting. But today we will concentrate onto the preamps. Those 3, I mean, just by the look you already know which preamps they try to emulate. The settings, quite easy, not a whole lot of settings, because they are more about like the coloring of a sound. That is what a preamp is most useful for. Yes, EQing and compression, you can do it with other plugins as well, but that coloring of a preamp is very hard to emulate. It really has to do with the character, boosting certain frequencies and just giving it that specific certain sound. And I would argue, and a lot of people also told me, like the most important outboard gear you can actually get for your studio to advance, especially if you record a lot, is actually a preamp. It changes the sound the most and it's the hardest to emulate with software. So let's give those 3 a quick try and run and see what they sound like. So really quick for reference, just playing the entire section, the vocals are not mixed. This is like straight out of the session, not comped, nothing edited, no reverb, no compression. That's just like the clean sound after the recording.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
So first up, let's solo the main vocal. Again, here without any of those preamps. I disabled all of them.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real.
And now let's apply the first one here, the tried A pre. And first up, let's maybe check just the presets. Here's one that says warm vocal. Let's try that one.
This time I know we make it.
I adjusted it a little bit to my liking, so let's give it a before and after with the preamp and without.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
It's a subtle change. I mean, that's what you expect by a preamp. It's just this fine coloring that's hard to describe that you won't get with probably any other plugin. I can't compare it to the real thing because I don't own it, but I think that sounds quite good. Gives it a little boost on the top frequencies and that warmth. And I also tried out like really pushing the sound and distorted it by clipping it, and it sounds like analog gear would behave and not like something digital. But let's try the V76 pre.
It's gonna be real, but if we just pretend it, who?
Yeah, it's really funny. If you turn the input gain all the way up, it really behaves like analog gear. With these plugins, gain staging becomes relevant again, so be careful with that, not to clip it on the input or output. But let's again compare it with it and without.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
Sounds really nice, gives it that warmth character. Let's get to the 1973 Pre, which is of course trying to emulate the Neve. Again, I used the preset as a starting point, ballad, female, vocal, tweaked it a tiny bit to make it fit the Frankie's voice, and now again with it and without.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
I think it sounds good. This one might be actually a sound that I could use on the final vocal for the song. I just have to check that it's not too much with all of the other vocal tracks going on at the same time. The doubles as well as the harmonies and some of the ad-libs. It's really about the vocal sound as a whole, all of those tracks combined. So I will just listen to them and start comping them and putting the doubles left and right, a little bit of reverb, compression, and then further test and use all of those 3 preamps, hopefully not overdoing it with the preamp sound. That's usually what happens with me when I have new plugins, I just overuse them. But let's see what I can come up with.
This way.
I think we got it. Let's compare again the unmixed, just straight out of the session sound to what I came up with using the preamps, reverb and compression.
This time I know we make it. This time it's gonna be real. But if we just pretend it, who are we? This time we going easy. This time it's something real. But if we just pretend it, who are we?
I think it sounds quite good. Still no pitch correction, no timing correction. She's just a great singer. And also the preamps are doing quite a good job. I didn't use it on every single track, mainly on the main vocal, because that's where you can hear it the most. The left and right doubles and the harmonies should be more in the background, so I applied a lot less of that preamp sound. Will those 3 plugins replace real existing hardware in your studio? Probably not. You're used to it. It's working. It has a great sound. But I think if you don't have a preamp, that's as close as you can get for as little money as possible, because you get quite a lot of preamp sound for cheap. Yeah, that's just how it is. I'm really astounded how good software is getting in recent years. Usually just like with a laptop and some analog emulating plugins, you can get quite close to a full-sized big multi-million-dollar studio. And as you know, at the end the listener doesn't care how it was made, it just counts how it sounds at the end. And I think those 3 preamps are definitely worth it. I will play around more with them. As you know, I have 3 more full recorded songs that I need to finish. And that's exactly what I will do for the rest of the day. Just sit here, concentrate on making music and getting the song as far as possible. I'm still not sure which direction to take it, because it's actually quite slow with 75 BPM in double time then again. Maybe give it a slight clap. I really don't know. Will be a surprise for me, for you as well. Tomorrow we will see us back again here in the studio for another vlog. I think mainly studio construction. I want to finish this B studio. It's just like some small details and then it's all done.